Good morning and welcome to Muscle Maintenance within Shape Fitness. I'm Kim Watkins. I'll be your trainer. Today is Monday, which means we are doing a level 1 workout. Easy workout. I know it's so easy to just skip it on Mondays because you're tired and you're sort of, groggy from having an exciting weekend. I know I always am, but getting something going sets a great tone for the rest of the week. So go ahead and stand up. We're going to do about 12 minutes of work so it can be done pretty much in any schedule, no equipment, no shoes needed. In fact, kick off your shoes if you got them on, and let's either march or jog in place, depending on what you're comfortable with in terms of your fitness level. 30 seconds, make sure that your back is straight, your tummy muscles are tightened, engaged, in other words, and your tailbone is tucked in. Now move those feet for 30 seconds. Start breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. Very important to develop that early rhythm of breathing in your exercise routines. The more that you can focus on taking that air in through your nose and then really exhaling out through your mouth, you're exercising, number one, the diaphragm, which is a muscle, right? So that's part of the added benefit of breathing deeply. And also, you're delivering more oxygenated blood to the muscles and then getting out the carbon dioxide, which your body doesn't need. Okay, now stand up real tall, bring your feet together and make giant circles with your arms at the shoulder joint. No bent elbows and no floppy wet noodle arms. Really keep your arms straight, stretch out, elongating your arm in the process. Doesn't matter which direction, we're going to switch directions in about 5 seconds. Keep those abs engaged the entire time. Keep your chest open, so sort of push your shoulders back so that they're right underneath your ears, and switch directions. Okay, very good. Now, what we're going to do is 2 sets of 6 moves, as always, right? So if you've done these workouts before, it's always 2 sets of 6 moves. The first set will be instructional. I'll give you a lot of pointers, so this is very important to listen to what I say in terms of foot placement, control, how you're going to move your body, how you're going to breathe, etc. And then we'll do a flow set afterwards. But it's an easy workout, so you're going to basically learn the building blocks for the workouts we're going to do all week long, levels 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 through Friday. All right, the first position is simply the first position of ballet, right? Bring your heels together and turn your toes out. Bring your hands to your hips, or you can extend them out to the sides if you need balance help. But what you want to do is try to get your feet as wide as possible and then contract your glutes, contract your tummy muscles, tuck in your tailbone, and breathe deeply. Time starts now. Just focus. Stare at one spot on your floor or on your wall and take in the feeling that you have here. You should feel your hips contracting. This is a fabulous time to do Kegel exercises. And I'm talking to you men out there too. If you are squeezing your tummy muscles, you're contracting that lower part of your tummy, sort of drawing your navel in and up and back towards your spine, you're contracting the pelvic floor as well, theoretically or hopefully. And so you get the benefit of that added level of contraction, and you get so much more control in your hip areas if you have strong muscles without a lot of extra space in between the various parts of the pelvic region. Take that for what it is. Okay, now let's do a modified chair squat. So now turn your toes back in. In fact, glue your knees together and bring your heels together. Your toes are together, and you're going to sit down and back partially into a chair squat. And this is a modified chair squat. So just go as far as you feel comfortable, and then slowly lift up by pressing your heels into the floor and contracting your glutes. Time starts now. Make sure you inhale as you lower your body, and you exhale as you lift back up, pressing into the floor. You're halfway finished. Squats should always be performed that way. Inhaling on your way down, pause at the bottom, exhale as you lift back up. If you just go down, up, down, up, down, up, by the way, momentum builds up and you're not doing as much work. And now you're all set. So stand up tall again for me. Take a slight step out with your right foot. Bend your knees a bit and sit back a little bit in your heels again. Now we're going to do something called the boxing warm-up. So make fists with your hands. caught a little bit of a cold here. And bring your elbows next to your rib cage. That's your defensive boxing position. Now, all I want you to do for 30 seconds is to get used to this position, sort of getting a little bit of a bounce in your knee, and then twisting at your waist side to side. That's it. We call it a warm-up. Tomorrow you're going to start using your arms, but today you're just rotating. So it's right shoulder, left shoulder, right shoulder, left shoulder. Focus on getting, maybe like 10, 15 degrees of a twist. Good. Halfway through. We're going to go down to the floor next. This will be the last standing move. And of course, you'll get another chance to do these moves in a second. In about 3 or 4 minutes. Okay. All right. Go ahead and lower your body down to the floor. We're going to do 3 very basic moves: a modified plank, a modified push-ups, and then a basic crunch. So your elbows are on the floor, your forearms are on the floor. Press into the floor with your hands, and you're on the knee, but you're really resting on the bottom of the thigh. All right, make sure your butt is down, and I'm starting the 30 seconds now. Breathe. If you're strong and you feel like you want to go ahead and bump it up a little bit, feel free to go into a standard plank on your toes. If you're stronger than that and that's not enough, feel free to invert your foot position and rest on the tops of your feet. We'll talk more about that later in the week. You've got 5 seconds more. 3, 2. Okay, good. Now lift yourself up onto your hands, and we're going to do push-ups. Try to keep your elbows in tight, close to the body. Bend your elbows as you inhale. As you exhale, push back up. Time starts now. These are modified push-ups. Once again, if you're strong enough and you want to do your push-ups on your toes, that's perfectly fine with me. Just make sure, whatever it is you're doing, you control your body. So I would rather you do push-ups on your knees if you're going to control your body completely. When you lower your body down, like with that, with those chair squats, what I was saying, how momentum builds up, the same thing can happen with push-ups. But if you pause when you get to the bottom position and then you focus on lifting back up, you control that change in direction. And that apex, that sort of pinnacle of your repetition, is the most advantageous for you in terms of the output your body has to exert. Okay, last move, on your back, hands behind your head, feet on the floor, hip width apart, pinky toes and heels in line. Draw your navel in towards your spine and then focus on pretending like someone has got a string around your sternum and you're going to be lifting up by the sternum. Your head and your shoulders come up, but it's the chest that really lifts straight up, right? You're not curling forward. Time starts now. Exhale as you lift up. Once again, control that directional change where you stop at the top and lower down with complete control. The negative movement, right? There's eccentric movement, which these terms don't mean anything to you, but when you control the reverse position, the reverse direction, you have so much more power in terms of your output, which is in turn how come you can exercise for 12 minutes and laugh at those people as you're walking by them at the gym and they're on the treadmill for a half an hour. You don't need to do that. I'm sorry. You just don't. If you need to lose weight and this is the type of thing you want to do, please send me a note. Get in touch with me via our website, inshape-fitness.com. I will send you information about how you can get out of your gym membership and say goodbye forever to that. Okay, stand up. Let's take a quick break. Okay, remember, first position ballet, heels together, toes all the way out. That's coming up in 5 seconds. Are you ready? We're going to go from there right to the modified chair squat. 3, 2, and 1. Go. So all you're doing is breathing. If you find you want to do something a little bit different in terms of your hand position, bring your arms in front of your body, making a giant circle like a ballerina, or over your head in order to get a little more of an aerobic boost. Your heart has to pump blood up against gravity, and that makes your heart rate go up. But just focus on it. Squeeze, press into the floor with all 4 corners of each foot. Get to know those feet. They're valuable, so important. 3 seconds. Bring your feet together now. Modified chair squat. Time starts now. Take your time. Really focus on squeezing those glutes as you lift up. Focus on pressing your heels into the floor. And focus on keeping your back straight and your abs engaged. You really want to keep that tummy tight so that you don't collapse at your waist, right? You've got about 6 seconds left. We're going to go right to that boxing warm-up. So go ahead now. 2 and 1. Make those fists. Take a step out with your right foot. Bend in the knee and twist. Not too fast. It goes twist, 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 twist. Good. That's it. 10 seconds left. 3 moves left. So we're almost finished. We're coming up on 11 minutes. You might go a little more than 12 minutes, so for sure you'll be out by 13 minutes. But go ahead and lower your body down to the floor now. Let's do that modified plank. And your forearms are on the floor, knees on the floor, 45-degree angle rather with the thigh and the floor. Time starts now, 30 seconds modified plank. Then we're going to go right into the push-ups. Excellent. Keep breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. And 10 seconds more. Awesome. 5, 4, 3, 2. Put your hands on the floor now. Push your body up. You can do this. Push-ups. Time starts now. Bend those elbows. Try to keep the elbows close to your body. Of course, when you extend your elbows out, that's fine. You're using a little more of your chest. You can widen your handstands even if you want. Just make sure you control your body. Halfway there. Last move coming up, just past the 12-minute mark. Hopefully you have a decent week ahead. This is the week before Memorial Day here in the United States. So if you are preparing to take a long weekend next week or this coming weekend, that's going to be great. It's also Meatless Monday. Please check out this week's Meatless Monday recipe at In Shape Fitness. I made this amazing dish. Turn over, by the way, hands behind your head. Let's finish up with that basic crunch with eggs and tomatoes and bell peppers and onions and garlic and lots of Indian spices. It's called shakshuka. And it's a wonderful, wonderful dish that can be devoured quickly by any number of people in your family. My daughter, who's 4 years old, loved it, and we just had so much fun making that. So, all right, you're all set. I hope you have a great day. I'm Kim Watkins from In Shape Fitness. Once again, if you need any help with your programming needs, you're not sure about how to quit the gym without feeling like, you're really not doing your body's a service, by quitting the gym, let me know. I will happily put a program together for you. And I'll see you tomorrow for level 2. Have a great day.